Are you aware that overlooking certain body areas during daily washing, particularly after age 70, could potentially contribute to infections responsible for hospitalizing over 1.5 million seniors annually? Even more alarmingly, these often preventable infections rank as the sixth most common cause of mortality among adults in this age group. In this discussion, we will uncover 5 absolutely essential body zones that require daily attention to help ward off potentially serious, even life-threatening, illnesses, and perhaps add as much as a decade to your healthy lifespan. This crucial information often isn't highlighted by healthcare providers, yet it holds potentially life-saving significance. Consider the experience of Walter, a 73-year-old retired educator from Ohio, who consistently maintained what he believed was excellent personal hygiene. He showered each day and regarded himself as thoroughly careful about cleanliness. Nevertheless, just last summer, Walter contracted a dangerous infection that brought him perilously close to losing his life. What began as minor unease rapidly intensified into a dangerous fever and excruciating pain. "I simply had no idea," Walter confided during his recovery, "that specific parts of my body were harboring dangerous bacteria because I wasn't cleaning them correctly." His physicians explained that, at his age, his immune defenses were naturally less vigorous, making meticulous hygiene absolutely paramount. The infection, they determined, stemmed from one of the 5 specific zones we're about to discuss, places many seniors unintentionally neglect during their daily routine. Walter endured 3 frightening weeks in the hospital battling sepsis, a severe blood infection, twice facing situations where doctors feared he wouldn't survive the night. All this immense suffering, however, was likely avoidable through simple daily hygiene routines taking mere minutes. Following his recovery, Walter urged me to share this vital knowledge with as many seniors as possible. Could you be unknowingly making similar, potentially grave errors in your routine? If you're finding this information potentially valuable, please consider giving this video a like to help us spread the word. Let's delve into the first critical area. The first often overlooked zone involves the area behind and just inside your ears. This dark, often moist region can become a fertile breeding ground for bacteria, potentially providing an entryway to your brain via the ear canal. Astonishingly, this area can host over 2,000 bacteria per square centimeter, a higher concentration than found on many common surfaces, even toilet seats. Geriatric specialists, like those at Johns Hopkins, caution that ear infections in older adults can unfortunately lead to permanent hearing impairment and, in severe cases, even brain infections if bacteria manage to spread unchecked. As Dr. Elaine Harrington, a chief of geriatric medicine, notes, the delicate skin behind and within the ears provides an ideal setting for harmful bacteria to proliferate quickly, posing a significant risk for seniors whose immune systems are naturally less robust. Consider Gwendolyn, a lively 75-year-old grandmother, who experienced severe dizziness and hearing troubles she initially dismissed as normal aging. Unbeknownst to her, a dangerous infection was developing behind her ears, an area she admitted to rarely cleaning specifically. By the time she consulted a physician, the infection had migrated to her inner ear, causing lasting balance problems and partial deafness. Her doctor emphasized that this condition was entirely preventable with proper daily cleaning. Starting today, use a soft washcloth with warm water and mild soap to gently cleanse behind your ears, ensuring you rinse well and pat the area completely dry. For the outer ear canal opening, tilt your head, allow a few drops of warm water to enter gently, then tilt back to let it drain. Crucially, never insert objects like cotton swabs into the ear canal. Instead, use a clean washcloth wrapped around your fingertip to carefully clean only the outermost parts accessible without inserting. Are you diligently cleaning this vital area? Many seniors aren't, inadvertently risking their health daily. Next, let's focus on the spaces between your toes and underneath your toenails. Are you aware that these areas can harbor fungi and bacteria capable of entering your bloodstream, potentially impacting vital organs like your heart? These confined, often damp spaces create perfect conditions for pathogens that many seniors overlook. The American Podiatric Medical Association highlights foot infections as a major cause of amputations among elderly individuals with diabetes. But even those without diabetes face risks, as these infections can rapidly escalate into life-threatening situations. Dr. Marcus Wellington, a director of podiatric medicine, confirms seeing numerous seniors with systemic infections originating between the toes, noting that age-related skin thinning provides easier entry points for these microorganisms. Take Benjamin, 78, a retired accountant who developed a dangerous foot infection that spread into his bloodstream in under 48 hours. Though diligent about showering, he rarely focused on cleaning between his toes or under the nails. The pain started suddenly, he recalled, describing red streaks ascending his leg and a high fever landing him in the ER. Doctors diagnosed septicemia, originating from a minor fungal issue between his fourth and fifth toes that created a tiny skin break. Benjamin endured 12 hospital days and narrowly avoided amputation, all from neglecting this small area. Here's the essential daily routine. While bathing, use a soft washcloth to meticulously clean between each toe, especially the tighter spaces. Afterward, dry these areas completely, as moisture encourages fungal growth. Use a soft brush to gently clean beneath the nail tips. Consider an antifungal powder if your feet tend to sweat. Taking just 30 seconds for this could prevent serious complications. If you're finding this detailed information helpful for maintaining your health as you age, please consider subscribing to Old Age Wisdom for more health insights tailored specifically for our senior community. Our third critical zone is your mouth, specifically your teeth and gums. Your oral cavity hosts over 700 different types of bacteria, some of which can travel directly to your heart and cause potentially fatal infections if not consistently removed. This goes far beyond preventing cavities. It's about safeguarding your overall health and longevity. Research published in the prestigious Journal of the American Geriatric Society clearly links inadequate oral hygiene in seniors over 70 to increased risks of pneumonia and heart disease. Dr. Patricia Reynolds, specializing in geriatric dentistry, explains that oral bacteria don't remain confined to the mouth. They can infiltrate the bloodstream through inflamed or bleeding gums and subsequently attach to vulnerable areas in the heart, leading to a dangerous condition known as endocarditis. Consider Dolores, 76, a retired nurse who ironically developed endocarditis stemming from untreated gum disease. Despite her healthcare background, Dolores admitted her dental hygiene lapsed as she aged, citing decreased hand steadiness. "Some nights I'd just rinse," she shared from her hospital bed, instead of proper brushing. She tragically didn't realize bacteria from her gums were migrating to her heart, causing an infection that required 6 weeks of intravenous antibiotics and heart valve surgery, permanently affecting her quality of life. Her cardiologist stated unequivocally that proper daily oral care could have prevented this serious health crisis. Your action plan should include brushing thoroughly for 2 full minutes, twice daily, concentrating on the gum line where bacteria thrive. Use a soft bristled toothbrush to avoid damaging aging gums, which can create entry points for bacteria. Critically, clean between your teeth every day using floss, interdental brushes, or a water flosser if dexterity is a challenge. Also, gently brush your tongue to remove bacteria buildup. It might seem like extra effort, but isn't a few extra minutes preferable to weeks in a hospital? Fourth on our list are the often hidden skin folds and creases. Are you mindful that these areas could be harboring harmful bacteria right now? As we age, our skin naturally loses some of its elasticity, resulting in more folds where moisture can get trapped and bacteria can flourish undetected, creating hidden dangers. Dermatologists associated with the Mayo Clinic indicate that infections originating in skin folds account for over 30% of preventable bacterial infections among the elderly population. Dr. Samuel Livingston, a specialist in geriatric dermatology, highlights how the warm, damp conditions within these folds create an ideal setting for bacterial proliferation. When coupled with the age-related decline in immune function, these zones become dangerous hotspots for potentially severe infections. Think about Harold, 81, a retired engineer who developed necrotizing fasciitis, commonly called flesh-eating disease, from an untreated infection in a skin fold formed after recent weight gain. He noticed some redness under his abdomen, but initially dismissed it. By the next morning, the pain was intense, and the skin had discolored ominously. Rushed to the ER, he required 3 emergency surgeries to excise infected tissue and faced a long, arduous recovery. Specialists agreed. Daily cleaning of his skin folds could have prevented this terrifying ordeal, as bacteria wouldn't have had the chance to multiply and invade deeper tissues. Your immediate task: identify all areas where your skin folds, under breasts, abdominal creases, groin, underarms, between buttocks. Wash these zones daily using mild antibacterial soap and warm water, gently separating the folds to clean inside. Crucially, dry these areas completely afterward. A hairdryer on a cool setting can be helpful if mobility is limited. For areas prone to dampness, consider applying a moisture-absorbing powder specifically designed for skin. Avoid cornstarch, which can feed yeast. Don't let yourself become another preventable statistic. This focused attention takes only moments. Our fifth and final critical area is one frequently forgotten: the belly button or navel. Research shows the average navel contains around 67 distinct types of bacteria, some capable of causing serious, even life-threatening infections, yet it's commonly overlooked in hygiene routines. Microbiologists at the National Institute on Aging note that naval infections can spread surprisingly quickly to internal organs, especially in seniors with compromised immune systems, representing a hidden vulnerability. Dr. Jennifer Caldwell, a lead researcher, explains that the navel retains connections to internal structures via remnants from fetal development, creating a potential pathway for bacteria to travel inward if an infection takes hold. Consider Aubrey, 74, a retired school principal who experienced a severe abdominal infection traced back to neglecting her navel. Though generally meticulous about hygiene, she confessed, "I assumed the soap and water running down my body during my shower was enough. I had no idea I needed to clean it specifically. When abdominal pain and fever began, the infection had already spread internally, necessitating extensive medical treatment and a prolonged hospital stay." Her infectious disease specialist was direct. Proper daily navel cleaning would likely have prevented the bacteria from establishing and spreading throughout her abdominal cavity. Here's the correct technique. During bathing, use a washcloth with mild soap to gently clean inside your navel. If you have a deeper navel, moisten a cotton swab with diluted antiseptic soap, clean gently inside, then use a separate water-moistened swab to rinse. Ensure thorough drying afterward, as trapped moisture promotes bacterial growth. For very deep navels, using a cotton swab dipped in rubbing alcohol once a week can help manage persistent bacteria, but do this gently. Are you willing to risk such a serious infection by overlooking this small area? So, to bring everything together, we've identified 5 critical, yet often neglected areas requiring daily attention. Behind the ears, between the toes, the gum line, within skin folds, and the navel. Each day these zones are overlooked. You are, in essence, taking an unnecessary gamble with your well-being, as harmful bacteria can continue to multiply silently. But here is the positive takeaway. You possess the power to implement these potentially life-extending hygiene practices starting today, immediately after watching this video. No prescriptions are necessary, no costly gadgets are required, and there are no complex procedures to learn. It boils down to focusing on these 5 simple areas during your daily cleaning routine, an investment of perhaps 5 minutes that could contribute significantly to adding up to a decade of healthier, more active living. Imagine 10 additional vibrant years spent enjoying time with grandchildren, pursuing your passions, or creating cherished memories with loved ones. By integrating these straightforward habits, you're not just preventing illness. You're actively investing in years of continued health, vitality, and independence. It is truly never too late to adopt these beneficial practices. Your body will thank you. Remember the difficult experiences of Walter, Gwendolyn, Benjamin, Dolores, Harold, and Aubrey. Let their stories serve as powerful motivation. If this discussion has provided valuable insights for maintaining your health, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps Old Age Wisdom reach more seniors who need this vital information. Please share in the comments below which area you plan to give extra attention to starting today. We warmly invite you to subscribe and click the notification bell for more essential health advice tailored for those of us over 60. And finally, please consider sharing this video with a friend or family member over 70. Your simple act of sharing might genuinely protect their health and well-being.